I'm going to do something a bit different in this video to what you've seen before, because most of the time, when you hear advice from career experts, they talk about resumes, and here's what to say in your interview, and make sure you have a LinkedIn profile, right? All those things are complete and utter rubbish, unless you understand what I'm going to tell you in this video, which is, how does the recruitment industry actually work? What are the things that you need to understand about this industry that when you do understand them, your chances of getting hired are going to be massively increased? And all those things that you do, revamping your resume, learning interview answers, are actually going to make a difference. Because if you try and do those things before you understand how the recruitment industry works, before you understand what you're up against, it's going to be so much harder for you. So if you don't have a few minutes to dedicate to learning this right now in this video, it's going to be way harder for you to get hired into whatever job you want to get. So without further ado, let's dive into it right now. So here we are inside my amazing whiteboard software, and I'm going to show you exactly how the recruitment process works. So here we go. What we're going to start with is job boards, right? So here we go, job boards. That might be Indeed.com or LinkedIn or anything else like that. Now, question, how do you think those companies make money, right? I go on here. I go on Indeed, accountant, right? Type in accountant, and there's like millions of different jobs, right? LinkedIn. I searched accountant again, loads of different jobs. But what I want you to notice here is this. Promoted, 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 promoted. Okay? What do you think that means? That means that the company who is hiring for this role is paying for these job ads. On Indeed, all of them are promoted. So what that means is that the job boards are making money, which I'm sure you realised. But why does that matter to you? Well, here's why. Let's say we have a job ad. Here, right? Job ad. If this will work. Wrong one. Job ad. Okay, you come along. Here you are. Right? And there we go, my amazing drawing skills. Okay, and you see that job ad and you apply. And then the job board sends that application on to the company that is hiring. Okay? All of this you probably understand already. But here's where it gets interesting. Because not only do they send the application on, your application, what else happens? Well, they charge them, don't they? Because the way that these job boards work is it's pay per application. Okay? So they get one application from you, they get the job boards might earn a few dollars. Okay? But that's not what happens, is it? Because here we've got another guy. Right? This is what happens. Oh look, here's somebody else that sees the job ad. All right, okay, so what happens? Oh, they get more. Oh, here we go. Right, here's more people. Oh, what happens? They get more money. Now, what happens when you have 500 people applying, right? Down here, that's a lot of money. And you might think to yourself, okay, well, makes sense because the job boards are providing a service, right? They are allowing all of these people to see this job ad, which they wouldn't have seen before, and then they're getting paid for it, right? But there's a problem here. And here's the problem. That the way the job boards make money is by having you apply, right? So let's say you apply for one job and you got hired into that job immediately, right? That's good for you. But that means the job board only makes this amount here once, right? They'll only make it once from you. But let's say there's another job ad here, right? There's another job ad. And you apply for that one as well. Right, you apply for that job ad as well. And then there's a different company over here. Right? They get money from them. Oh, and then this person applies for that job. Get more money there. So what happens is that the job boards, they want you and all these other people to apply as many times as possible, because they will make the most money possible. So what that also means is they don't actually want you to get hired, because as soon as you get hired, you disappear. And this disappears, because you're not going to apply for another job when you've got one. So what happens is that job boards are designed for you to fail, because that's how they make their money. If every single person applied for one job and got hired into that job, job boards wouldn't exist. But they do because of this maximum competition. And what that means for you is that if you are sticking only to the job boards or any online applications, not only are there problems with your resume being the only thing that is representing you in that situation, which is pretty terrible because it's, 1, 2, 3 pages to represent your entire life, all your skills, all your experience, your value. That's pretty bad. You also don't have a way of interacting with that business and proving your value to them. So they don't know who you are, right? They don't know if you're the best person in the world or some crazy candidate who they never want to speak to, because your resume can't really tell that. Apart from all those things, you are stuck in this cycle of applying over and over and over again. And then here's the final nail in the coffin for you, is that because these hiring companies get so many applications, they need a barrier, right? So they put a barrier here between the job boards and between themselves. And you might have heard this. This is the applicant tracking system, or systems, right? Applicant tracking systems. And what that means is, if you don't fit into their criteria that they set on the job boards, you won't even get past here. You will get an automatic rejection email from this system. Boom, rejection, sorry, you're not getting hired, when they haven't even looked at it. No person, a real person, has not looked at your resume, your application, right? That's why you get people, and people come to me all the time and say, James, I've applied for 500, 600, 400 different jobs, haven't had anything back. What can I do instead? And I'm going to tell you what you can do instead. Because imagine there was a way of bypassing this whole thing. So here's you, and instead of doing all this, you just go straight here. Right? Imagine you could do that. So first of all, this process is so valuable because these people aren't doing it. These people are still on the job boards. These people are still getting stuck down here by the applicant tracking systems. But you have gone all the way around here. And this, my friend, is called the hidden job market. So my only tip when it comes to getting hired into your dream job is to don't apply through job boards, is to utilize the hidden job market. Because not only do you have this opportunity to go around here and engage directly with these hiring companies, which gives you a massive boost because you can do all the things I said you couldn't before. You can showcase your value to people rather than trying to just punch your way through the applicant tracking systems. Not only can you do that, but there's a very interesting statistic about the hidden job market. And let me show you that right now. And here it is. Screenshot from Forbes. 80% of jobs are not on the job boards. This is the hidden job market. So not only do you have more chance of getting hired when you unlock the hidden job market for jobs that are advertised on job boards, 80% of them, 80% of the positions that are available are never advertised anywhere. You won't find them on job boards, you won't find them on company websites because companies do not want to use this system because it costs them a lot of money. They have to use applicant tracking systems which they don't want to because they don't want to get all these applicants coming in who are not good. And they don't even know whether they're good because they have to review them using these technological solutions. So, my number one job search tip, which I have taught to over 2,000 people already, and so many of them have got massive success using this, is to unlock the hidden job market and not go through the job boards. Because when you do this, when you unlock the hidden job market, you do not need to worry about your resume. You do not need to worry about your interview skills. What you need to worry about is building relationships with the people in key positions of power at these companies and proving to them why you're the right person for the role. So there we go, that is my #1 job search tip, and it is more important than anything else you could ever learn. Because if you don't understand that the job boards are working against you, if you don't understand that just randomly applying online with your resume, however many times you rewrite it, however many people you pay to rewrite it, however many interview answers you learn, those things are irrelevant unless you understand about the hidden job market and how the recruitment industry is designed for you to fail. Now, I'm going to talk more in another video about how specifically to unlock the hidden job market. But what I want you to remember and what I want you to take home from this is make sure that you do it. Make sure that this is part of your job search strategy. And hit the subscribe button if you want to hear more from me about the alternative ways and much more powerful and successful ways of finding your dream career.